Nick, early on is Florida played last night in St. Louis, didn't do too well. Kansas City, the Comets have to come out, okay, and dictate the pace and set the tempo, and it's key early not to give, Florida any, help right now.
There's the big fella, former Comet Andre Braithwaite, who turns and shoots it with the left foot. He goes up and over the glass, out of bounds, and a goalkeeper distribution coming up for KC. Yeah, you're right. We've seen the Comets when they get off to a slow. There's the Andre Braithwaite, who's with the Comets for several years before being traded earlier in the offseason to Utica City, and then just recently, Utica City traded for Freddie Mugin. And they got Andre Braithwaite in return. So Braithwaite returning back to his original MASL team to play here against Kansas City.
He's collecting jerseys.
Yeah, he certainly is. One of the bigger players. Strong, strong player.
Yeah, he's a handful up top as a target player.
Here's Ramon Palmer. Last week celebrating a birthday. Palmer shoots, and Silva ranging to his right. Able to get a bear claw on that one. Braithwaite gives it right back to the Comets. Here's Matingu. He'll play it away from the goal to set up their offense. Just underway, 13.5 to play in the first quarter. Comets and Tropics scoreless here at Silverstein Eye Center's arena. Togba poked it forward on the Sport Shake turf here. Turnover to Florida. Out there on the field for the Tropics right now, there's Fibo Arriaga. Played it out to Anthony Arrico, then down into the corner to Diegues. Diegues shoots, and ball out front, shot, goal! And it's Antonio Manfoot striking first for the Florida Tropics. The Comets find themselves down early. It's 1-0 Tropics.
And he's got a little dance, celebration dance there.
Antonio Manfoot, he's one of the players that Florida traded for with St. Louis. Joanne Laidley was sent to Florida for Antonio Manfoot, and since coming over, Antonio Manfoot has his fourth goal in his fourth game with Florida. So he's been very productive since coming over here to Florida.
Yeah, when like we said earlier in the broadcast, Nick, before we got started is, Florida, the trades are making a difference. Let's see here, coming out of the gate here.
Kyle Williams looking for James on the far post, and James could not put a boot on it for KC. Comets maintain possession. Mirko Sandovari is into the game now. Back over to Sosa, then forward it comes down to James. James return pass to John Sosa. Fake the shot, near side it comes to Perez. Brian Perez, the team captain. Over to the right side to Sandovari. 1-0 Florida early on here at Silverstein. Great to have you here on MASL TV. 3 other games around the league today. Oh, and a giveaway. And here comes Braithwaite with Saxby off his line. And Saxby able to save it. Now a long drive from nearly the half line. Goes in. Saxby caught off guard. And it's 2-0 early. Florida Tropics have stunned the Comets out of the gate.
Just like we were talking about, Nick, it's coming true for Florida. I mean, we have to put the foot on the gas, and here we are, numbers. Mark Saxby does a great job, but here we go again. They're beating us down the floor. They have numbers, 2 guys on the keeper. It just has to be a little bit better discipline. I would maybe suspect a timeout here, and let's see what he's signaling for the timeout.
Yeah, Coach Kim Runfed signaling the timeout, and boy, Clay Roberts, the head coach of Florida, could not be happier with the start for the Trops.
Yeah, a lot of energy. They came off. The first goal was a great goal, off the boards, backside, far post run, and not marked up. And I know Coach Runfed is hot right now. I mean, he is.
If you're inside that huddle, what are you saying to the boys?
It'd be like the Road Runner. Beep, 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 beep.
An avalanche of 4-letter words?
Yes. You know what? I just think that, with a 1 o'clock start, 1:05 start, early start, the guys aren't used to that. That's not an excuse. When the whistle, it used to be the national anthem. As soon as, you get stretched, you get warmed up, you play a lot of games. We used to play 52 games, Nick. And you played all kinds of games. But as soon as the national anthem was over, the hair would stand up and you're ready to go. Right? But We forgot to tell the Comets it's a 105 start, not a 115 start.
That's exactly right.
Maybe coach is reminding his players in a nice way.
So 2-0 early. Florida on top of the Comets. Hey, outside of being on the team, the best way to know what's happening in the MASL is to tune in to Kick This. Every weekend, Soccer Sam discusses the ins and outs of all of the MASL action. Find Kick This every Saturday at 11 a.m. Eastern Time on iHeartRadio. Clay Roberts still talking to his boys. There's James Togba. Togba's had a really nice run of games here recently, and you can see Leo Gibson there off in the distance. Leo's been remarkable over his career with the Comets, and he continues to be a big-time point producer.
Notice the look on Florida right now. They're all communicating. They're all talking. They got a little jump in their step. They forgot about the St. Louis game last night, right?
Yeah, and it's a quick turnaround for them. They had to play last night late, had to travel, and they get here early this morning for another kickoff, and wow. Here's a drive by Lucas Rodriguez. Now Gibson out front, no good. Blocked by Silva. Gibson again, saved by Silva. Boy, they are pumped up right now, the Tropics are.
You know what, Nick? You don't see that much. Leo Gibson inside the box. Goalkeeper made a great save.
11 minutes and 43 seconds left in the first. Matingu making a run down the right side. Off the boards and a foul called on Matingu as he tripped up the Florida player, Victor Pereiras. There's the Frenchman, Matingu, back with Kansas City after playing last year in Tacoma.
He's had a real consistent year, Nick. He's played well. Look at the high pressure by the Florida Tropics.
And they win it, or they're trying to win it. Now Kansas City with the ball. And Togba taken down. Good tackle there, apparently. Both teams play on. Here's J.P. Reyes. Plays it up to the center circle. That one to Matt Clare. Now far side Arriaga. Ball pass off the boards. Almost an own goal out front. Comets, Togba is there. And high pressure from Florida. Played it forward to Lucas. Hits it first time, just wide. Rebound shot, save, Silva. Boy, end-to-end action here. Comets are going to wait to get some fresh legs back out on the field. Rodriguez goes off. Ramon Palmer comes on. Sandovari has it. Plays it back to Nacho. Now to Sosa. Here's Ramon. Last week celebrated a birthday. Front and center now Sosa. 10.5 to play in the first. 2-0 Trops early on. Palmer fakes a shot. Now sends a drive wide. Rebound shot by Gibson. Again, saved by Silva. And a pump of the fist right there by Silva. A big fella throws it long. That one headed up into the air and out of bounds off of Florida.
Nick, as you can see, the television viewers, that orange, the orange colored jersey just pops on the blue carpet.
No doubt about it. Here's Nacho. Yeah, more high pressure here from Florida. Comets get it up to Ramon Palmer. Now Palmer will turn and trying to thread the needle to Sandovari, but kicked out of bounds. The Comets will have it.
Leo Gibson wants the ball down low, given to him quick. Instead of turning around looking for that through pass, get the ball. Listen, get the ball to Leo. Good things happen. Love the energy right now from Florida.
Sosa with a pass down to Leo and try to redirect it in, but up and over the glass, so goalkeeper distribution.
If you notice right away, Nick, Florida's substitution changes are quick. After coming off a road, let's get our legs, guys, and once you get your legs, then we'll start going, and they got a little jump in their step right now.
Here come the Comets again. Here's Kyle Williams. Gets it forward to Adam James. Adam James, but broken up there by the Tropics. Matt Clare picking up the loose ball. Comets had a chance. Now they're trying to win the ball back. Braithwaite is over there. And Adam James, the kid from Kearney, fights back into the middle to Perez. Perez trying to shoot. Hugo's down on the ground. James still digging away on the inboards. Perez gets a touch on it, and Braithwaite steps in there. Now off the boards and then cleared away.
You got to like the action back and forth here, Nick.
Here's Togba. Now over to Matingu.
Watch Matingu. If the ball gets swung on this side, he's got a one-on-one challenge, and I think he's got pace on the Florida defender.
That would be Matt Clare, recently coming over from Tacoma, and Matingu's touch lets him down. Claire almost picked it up, and a foul called on Kansas City.
We got our local boys refereeing Mr. Corey and Mr. Martin tonight.
That's right. Two of the most experienced in the game. So Anthony Arrico with a goal early, as well as Antonio Manfoot. 2-0 Florida. And another giveaway. Dieguez comes up with it for the Tropics. Here comes Dieguez right down Main Street. And broken up by Kansas City. Good defense there, and I think the Frenchman is over there. He goes down. Now Saxby off his line again. Matt Clare holds it in. Here's a wall pass. Now a shot. And just wide. That looked dangerous right there.
Looked dangerous? It was dangerous.
It was dangerous.
911. Wow.
Antonio Manfoot back there with Hugo Silva. Silva with a record of 4-7. His goals against average 6.9, so nearly 7. Good save percentage, 67%. Under 8 to play in the first. Long ball into the corner. That one headed for Melvin Boateng. Boateng playing in just his second game for Florida. He's from Kumasi, Ghana.
Well done on the pronunciation.
Thank you.
Better you than me.
Into the corner for Leo. Now Soso with a hot drive. Oh, it got through Silva, but didn't cross the line.
It was flirting with the line.
Oh.
It was running on the edge, wasn't it?
That was a blaster. 7:21 left to play in the first. Media timeout. Tropics 2, Comets nothing on MASL TV.
My name is Blair Underwood. 3 years ago, I started taking Omega XL as a part of my daily healthy lifestyle routine. It's changed my life. I'm here to share my knowledge about this amazing supplement. Omega XL is a natural omega-3 product that is very effective at reducing pain due to inflammation. I rarely endorse any product, but Omega XL is different because it works.
Omega XL is effective at relieving pain and the symptoms of inflammation, including swelling, daily aches and pains, back pain, and swollen joints.
Oh, I'm not weighed down by the burden of pain. It's changed my life. Omega XL, it works.
Start taking this product and you're going to be really happy with the results.
When you're in pain, that's all you can think of.
Omega XL offers a 90-day money-back guarantee from the date of your first order. Call now and you'll receive a bottle of Omega XL absolutely free with your first order.
You don't have to accept living a life with pain.
Call now or visit us on the web.
When Domino's is out for delivery, use Domino's new dinner bell to get the family home.
Sorry. Need atoms of hydrogen. You're never going to use this anyway. I gotta go.
Ring the dinner bell and they'll come running for their mix and match favorites. Choose any 2 or more like bread twists, specialty chicken, pizza, or salads for only $5.99 each.
Great to have you back here on MASL TV. Jim Schwab, Nick Vassos, and our entire Silverstein Eye Center's crew. Kansas City falling behind early, 2-0 on goals by Antonio Manfoot and an unassisted goal by Anthony Arrico. 2-0. Kansas City is down here at home against Florida. These are two teams going in opposite directions, and if you were handicapping this game, you would say Kansas City had a distinct advantage over Florida with all the injuries they've had, all the kind of turmoil that they've had trying to put a successful product out there. But today, Clay Roberts has his team playing well early on here in the first 15 minutes. Antonio Manfoot's got it again. Manfoot drives, and a save is made by Saxby. Man comes right back to Manfoot. Oh, a good tackle there by Sandovari. He kicks it forward for Leo Gibson. Now Gibson goes far side for Lucas Rodriguez. Rodriguez is pounded from behind, and a penalty coming up against Andre Braithwaite.
WWE style. Holy mackerel.
I mean, and Braithwaite looked at the official Ron Corey and said, hey, what do you mean?
Watch this. I mean, he just, yeah, he got his money's worth. Hey, no brakes on that truck.
Poor Lucas Rodriguez just flattened.
Man. Dangerous restart here.
Okay, so Comets on the power play now. Great chance here for Comets to get back in this game. On the power play, Comets are 62%. And for penalty killing, Florida has got a good unit. They've killed 75% of their opportunities. Gibson with a drive. That one, not a lot of pace on it. He goes back for a volley, and that goes over the glass.
I would have liked to see, I mean, I know Leo's leading the team in scoring. I would like to see Lucas Rodriguez down to the back post, okay? And with his left foot and hook it in.
Yep.
Because, and the defender was on this side. The defender wasn't on the other side. But you know what? They'll draw it up. Coach will get it next time.
So Florida's been down a man 20 times, and they've only allowed 5 power play goals. So good job there by the Tropics. Foul called on Florida. And Comets will have the ball here with 6:44 left to play in the first, trailing 2-0 against the Florida Tropics. Here comes Kansas City. Power play team for the Comets is Rodriguez, Sosa, Gibson, Perez, and Tagba. Here's Gibson. Now to Lucas. Back to Leo, who shoots, and Silva makes the save. Boy, Hugo has made about a half dozen saves so far this afternoon.
Yeah, that one was right at him, but he's doing quite well, Nick. He's played extremely well the first part of this first quarter.
Man down team for Florida includes J.P. Reyes, Fibo, Arriga. Also have number 33, Rafa Alves out there, the big fella. And here comes Kansas City again, as well as Kyle Ruiz. Here's Sosa, directing traffic. Now goes near side to Rodriguez. Hit it with his right foot that time and just wide. Gibson put it back into the middle. 49 seconds on the Comets' advantage. Here's Rodriguez. Now Sosa. Sosa looking for someone to pass it to. Leo pops out. Now Lucas to the corner, Perez. Now front and center, Gibson. 5.5 to play in the first. 33 seconds on the advantage for Kansas City. Here's Perez, wall pass through the area. Sosa thought about it, hitting it first time. Now the left footer! Blasted in there. It's a power play goal, and the Comets are on the board. It's 2-1.
Can you say calm, cool, and collective? That was very nice.
That was with his left foot, too.
Well, he just, watch this, Nick. He comes off the beautiful pass off the boards, baits him a little bit, hooks him to his left foot, and then fires it in the corner. Great ball movement by the Comets there.
That's what you call a walla scora. There's Perez with the wall pass. Wow. And then Sosa, one touch, and the lefty goes in.
What was that word again?
Walla scora.
Wow. I'm learning something new every day.
So Perez gets the assist. Sosa picks up his 5th goal in the season. And for Brian Perez, that is assist number 6 on the year. Power play goal, 2-1. Florida over Kansas. 5 minutes to play in the first. Wow, you probably just heard that from our public address announcer, Nate Herron. Brian Perez has just eclipsed the 250-point plateau with that assist to John Sosa. Congratulations, Brian Perez, Comets team captain.
That's a great accomplishment.
He's been he was a record-setting player at UMKC here locally, University of Missouri, Kansas City, and since coming over here to the Comets, he's been in every single game. He's been an Iron Man out there and has been a solid contributor over his career.
Yeah, it seems like the more and more as the years go on, the confidence, knowing the angles, knowing the boards, and his patience are just showed there on that goal.
Comets out shooting Florida so far, 6-3. Here's Nacho Flores. Flores plays it forward to Ramon Palmer. Now into Adam James, touched over to Palmer. Now near side it comes to Matingu. Out there front and center, it's Ramon Palmer. Marking him is Machado. Now left side, Pereira has got a mark on Sandovari, but played all the way back to Saxby. Here's Ramon Palmer. Comets winners of 5 of their last 6 games. Now a bad pass by Palmer, picked up there by Manfoot. Manfoot being chased by 3 Comet players, unleashes a long one, and that one wide to the left. Comets try to kick it off the boards to get it back. Braithwaite comes back out. Braithwaite is just like a wrecking ball out there. Kicked back towards Saxby. He can't handle it with his hands, and a good job for him to chest it and kick it away.
Well done. Very.
Here Claire plays it far side to Reyes. Claire's asking for the ball on the near side. Reyes couldn't get it to him. Played back to Alvis. Now here's Claire again. Claire shoots, and this is Claire's second game with Florida. He played last night in St. Louis. And for Matt Claire, he got 1 goal last night while in St. Louis in their 8-3 loss to the Ambush. Here they lead it 2-1 over Kansas City. Sosa, long ball for Leo into the area, looking for a teammate, Kyle Williams. Rebound comes over to Kyle, front and center. He's marked closely there by Arriga. Now over the top of the defense, looking for Perez, broken up by the Tropics. Florida kicks it out of their last third, but right here it comes to Tagba. Tagba forward to Gibson. Ball is pinging all around. Sosa tries one, it deflects in. We are tied at 2. Sosa, it deflected off Reyes of the Tropics, got past Silva, and the game is even. Sosa with his second on the afternoon.
Here's a look here, Nick. He comes up and they give him a little space and he's going to hit it. And this is what happens to Florida. I know the goalkeeper's mad. Don't blame him. You know, you stick your leg out trying to get a piece of it, and then you're just reaching a little bit, just flicked it in the corner. You hate to see own goals, but, you know, it's, as being a former defender, it happens.
Yeah.
I mean, you don't, you know, that's one of those that, yeah, but, you know, you never know. If you don't shoot, you don't score.
From that angle, it looked like it would not have even been on target. It looked like it was going to hit the boards, but
yes,
off of J.P. Reyes. Game is tied at 2. John Sosa, who's been a big part of the Comets for many years. Here's Antonio Manfoot. His pass picked off. Now a long drive. Saxby ranging to his left to make the save. Reyes another shot. Ball still loose and then kicked away by Sandovari. Comets avoid any kind of trouble there. Sosa playing last year for the San Diego Sockers. He wanted to get back here to Kansas City to when he calls home. And the Comets more than excited to have John Sosa back on the lineup. Here's Birche. Birche played it long. And that one all the way into Saxby. 1 minute and 24 seconds left in the first. We are tied at 2. Manfoot and Arico started us off with 2 straight goals for the Trops, and then Sosa has backed it up with 2 for the Comets. Here's Gibson darting into the left wing corner. Kicked away by the Trops. Dieguez up with the ball. Comets collapse on him, get the ball back. Here's Nacho, thought about it. Plays near side Gibson. Now Gibson lays it off to Matingu. Matingu fires a shot, Silva. Good save there by the big fella.
he moves quick, Nick.
He does. Hugo Silva. Gibson's pass a little bit off the mark to Ramon Palmer. Palmer tracking back with it and retreating. 44 seconds left in the first. .32 seconds left now. Here comes Palmer. Ramon marked by Antonio Manfoot of the Trops. Now front and center Sosa. Palmer kicked it down into the corner and blasted away, and Antonio Manfoot is up with it. Here comes the Cleveland, Ohio native right down Main Street. Plays it out to the left, but the pass not strong enough and kicked away by the Comets. Nacho Flores is over there trying to get the ball back with few seconds remaining here. Here's a drive by Braithwaite, saved by Saxby, and there's the horn. And that is the end of the first quarter. Entertaining. At the end of the first, it's Kansas City 2 and Florida 2. You're watching MASL TV.
A purposeful life is the inspiration and foundation of MNU. It's more than getting a better job. It's becoming a better person. The Christ-centered, student-centered culture at MNU will leave you transformed. Our professional and graduate degree programs will challenge and inspire you to become the person you always knew you were meant to be. Learn, grow, and earn your degree at MNU, a school that shares your values and your passion. MNU, purposefully different.
When Domino's is out for delivery, use Domino's new dinner bell to get the family home.
Sorry. 8 atoms of hydrogen. You're never going to use this anyway. I gotta go.
Ring the dinner bell and they'll come running for their mix and match favorites. Choose any 2 or more like bread twists, specialty chicken, pizza, or salads for only $5.99 each.
Smile.
No matter how well you provide for your family today, if you don't have life insurance, their future may be at risk. Why not help guarantee those you love $250,000 or more with life insurance through AIG Direct? Less than $14 a month buys a 40-year-old man a $250,000 term life policy. That's up to 3 times what you can get from other companies for the same price. Make the future more secure for those you love.
Call 1-800-723-8547.
The MSL now has a podcast. Join Craig Elston as he talks to players, officials, and coaches from across the league and takes you behind the scenes of the Major Arena Soccer League. You can check it out, maslsoccer.com, to listen to the podcast, past episodes, and to subscribe. Again, the official MASL podcast is on maslsoccer.com. It's right there on the homepage, just on the right side. You can't miss it, so subscribe now.
If I can find it, anybody can find it.
Jim Schwab, Nick Vassos, and our entire Silverstein Ice Center's Arena crew. Great to have you here on this afternoon. 3 other games going on around the MASL today. I'm surprised I haven't done that more. Also happening right now is Baltimore is at Milwaukee. And that's the Blast are 7-3, and the Wave are 9-2. And then coming up tonight, St. Louis is going to host Orlando at 7:05 Central Time, and Rio Grande Valley will travel to El Paso, Texas, to take on the Coyotes. 7:15 Mountain Time on MASL TV. Second quarter underway. Comets are going to move left to right this quarter, and James Togba's got it. Front and center, it comes to Maitingu. Kansas City out shooting Florida 9-6. Game tied at 2. Here's Brian Perez. Perez over the defense looking for Leo in the corner, and Rafa Alves kicked it away up to Pereira of the Tropics, and then back to Silva. Hugo Silva is a native of Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, and has been in the indoor game for many years. Here's Alves. Forward to Pereira. Pereira can be dangerous. He's got the ball. He shoots, and he scores! Pereira right on cue. Gives the Trops the lead again. That's his 9th on the year, and it's 3-2.
Again, Florida comes out with a spark to start the quarter, and the Comets still chasing on defense. Watch this. Comes in, dives in, and lets them. You can't give them that much room. And when you start chasing on defense, it doesn't end up in a good. It ends up good for Florida. It doesn't end up good for the Comets.
There's Pereira, fired up. Again, his 9th on the year. And the Tropics take a 3-2 lead. We saw this. Saw this last time, Schwabi. Last Comet game. Kansas City coming out with a 10-8 victory, but it was It was back and forth, really close game. And the Comets prevailing in the end. Their last time out. 10-8. Here trailing 3-2. Kansas City on offense, working hard to try to hold the ball. Adam James is down there now. Sandivari's got it, sends it off the boards, out front loose, shot, no good, rebound, goal, it's tied at 3. Oh, they just keep knocking on the door. It finally blasted it down.
Keep trying. I tell you what, block after block, and then it came out, and Adam James, you know what, I love that when a young player, okay, watch Nick, off the boards here, perfect pass, comes back out, Grant hits it, goalkeeper makes a great save, and he's knocking on the doorstep. But watch this again. Comes off the boards. Grant's there. Oh, what a skate save there.
I mean, and he almost got the rebound, too. Boy, Silva's playing really well this afternoon.
I mean, he was going one way. His feet go the other way. And you know what? What I'd really like to see, it didn't show in the replay. Adam James won the ball, okay? Won the ball and got on the transition there. And, you know, I love that because he did the hard work, and that's contagious, Nick.
You can see, I mean, that's what you like most about this kid right here. Oh, there's a bicycle from Andre Braithwaite. And he kicked it over to the opposite corner. Foul then called on Florida. But tell us more about this kid, Adam James. What do you like about him?
Well, I love his energy. I love his attitude. He comes work. He's a kid from local kid. What a ball this is.
Oh, another one. Comets take a 2-goal lead. Nacho sends it over to Lucas, and it's now 4-3.
It's always a good thing, Nick, as an announcer. You get caught up in the transition because the ball, you always want the ball to do the work here. Nacho comes on and puts a hell of a pass to Lucas and right-footed. Pass Silva.
Wow.
What a pass. He puts it right on his right foot and tucks it away in the corner.
Boy, Lucas has really been playing well last couple of games, hasn't he?
But he's been busy too, Nick, not only on the offensive end, but defensively. And I'll tell you what a finish that was.
Goal is assisted by number 23, Nacho. At 2 minutes.
Lucas Rodriguez.
Second quarter.
Way back in the day, you know, he was Rookie of the Year. And has been a productive player on this Kansas City team for many years now. 12:44 play in the first half, and the Comets are enjoying their first lead of the game. We've had 7 goals here, and we still have 12:35 left to play.
I know I'm dating myself. Remember that teeter-totter?
Oh, I do.
You go up and back and forth. Little teeter-totter game.
Well, Comets with some action in front of their goal. KC trying to clear it out. Gibson is there. Boy, he emerges from all those orange jerseys. Gibson plays it forward to Sandivari. Sandivari down the right side. Stiff arms the defender away, and Reyes. Sandivari still going forward. Passes it into the area, and it's broken up. Gibson holds onto it, strips it from Antonio Manfoot, then plays it to Kyle Williams in the corner. Williams shoots! Rebound header! Off the crossbar! What a play by Gibson with the header.
Diving header, and then he tried to try a bike, but we call it a trike. He was on his back and tried to put it up there. And the foul was called. Dangerous restart here.
This will give Kansas City, there's the great Leo Gibson. What a career he's had for the Comets. Sosa will be behind the ball. Let's see if they go to, see what they do here. If they try to get Lucas onto the field here, they won't. They'll call a timeout. Timeout is called on the field. And okay, great. We'll keep it right here. Thank you, guys. We'll see what the Comets draw up here. Last night in the MASL, Turlock got its first victory of the season. It was a crazy night in the MASL last night. Turlock at home defeated Ontario in overtime, 8-7. They scored 5 straight goals, that Ontario did, to tie it. And then 2 minutes into regulation is when Martin Arista gets the game winner on the power play to give Turlock its first victory. Updating scores from around the league. Milwaukee leading Baltimore 2-1. That game is in the second. And again, we have 2 night games tonight. St. Louis is going to host Orlando at 7:05 Central Time. And Rio Grande Valley will travel to El Paso, Texas to run with the Coyotes at 7:15. Both games we'll have for you right here on MASL TV. Here it's 4-3. Kansas City has come back to take the lead. And what do you think they might try here, Schwabe, on this restart?
I think they're going to dial up Lucas here with his left foot. We'll see let's see what the defense gives them. Florida's been doing pretty well in the restarts.
3 men in the wall.
Watch Lucas pop out. If he pops out, the ball might go here in the corner.
Lucas is right in the goal right now. He's on the goal line. You can see him right there. He does pop out. Sosa tried to get it to him. Does get it to him. Shoots off the near post. No good. Good call there, Coach.
Was I in the huddle?
Romo-esque. Comets. Oh, Gibson pushed down from behind. No call. Braithwaite out with it for the Trops. Kansas City battling Florida. Now Florida with a long drive, and that one just wide. Braithwaite takes down. Takes down Perez.
Hey, he's making a statement to his old team. I'll tell you that much. I don't know if they're going to be sharing Pepsis after this game.
No, that's his first of the half. I mean, he gets his money's worth, right?
First of the half.
Oh, no, that's a second.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. He got a penalty in that last week. He mowed down Rodriguez.
Wow.
He flattened Rodriguez.
Maybe it was so bad that they didn't charge a foul for it.
11 minutes to go in the first half. Comets a 4-3 lead over the Trops. Matingu looking for Gibson in the corner. Kicked back out by the Trops. Both teams fight for the 50-50 ball. Matingu steps in, pokes it away. Matingu tries to do it again, but it comes to the Trops this time. Here's Silva. Hugo gets it near side. The Trops play it out towards the half line. That was Arriga there. Now back to Leo. Leo front and center shot. Ramon just off the wide to the left. Now Anthony Grant trying to settle the loose ball. Arriga kicked it back to a teammate. Comets collapsing on him, trying to get the ball back. Still pinballing around. And then it comes out to Matingu. Matingu will take it deep into the corner. Send it off the wall and through the area. Ramon fanned on that one for the Comets. Now Gibson with a try, and Silva makes the save. The Comets there with several good chances.
Good chances. The game, you know what? I was getting ready to say fasten your seatbelt because this game has opened up.
Here's a wall pass that goes over Saxby and into the left wing corner, and Anthony Grant kicks it out. We've got a down player for Florida shaking up on the field, and that's something that Clay Roberts does not want to see. It looks like it might be, it's Victor Pereiras who has a goal for the Trops.
Nick, just got this from the booth. Jeff gave it to us.
Yep.
If there's a blue card given, it doesn't go towards the foul count.
Perfect. That's why we have Jeff Houston up here with us. Thank you, Jeff.
He's like a 1-4-1-1. So much information.
Pereiras is up and limping off the field. Victor Pereiras with 9 goals on the season, 6 assists. He's one of their leading scorers. 2 game-winning goals and a shorthanded goal, and is now being helped off the field by their head coach Clay Roberts and part of the Comets training staff, Sean Demures. So we'll see if Victor comes back into the game. Not putting a lot of pressure on that one ankle. Boy, they could use him.
Yeah, he's played well, and you hate to see anybody get hurt. I think he tweaked his ankle a little bit. And
here's Manfoot. He floats it over the Comet defense. Then kicked away. Adam James trying to get the loose ball towards the half line. Rafa Alves is there, and Alves will play it back to Silva. Silva kicks it long. Sosa holds it in. Now the ball comes down to Anthony Manfoot of the Trops. He kicked it out wide. Perez picks it up for the Comets. Perez into the middle of the box. Here's Anthony Grant, front and center. Anthony turns and shoots, no good. Well, the Trops collapse on Anthony Grant, but Anthony still with the ball. 9.5 to play in the first half.
Grant's going to get a shift change here.
Anthony goes out, and Nacho comes on for him. Here's near side for Togba. Togba looking for the corner, but it comes off to Manfoot of the Tropics. Antonio Manfoot slides it forward, and eventually a foul is called against Kansas City.
Manfoot's played really well, Nick.
Yeah.
He's all over the place. He's covering a lot of ground for coming off a game last night as well in St. Louis.
Yeah, Antonio Manfoot started the season in St. Louis, where in 8 games he had 2 goals and 2 assists. And here, in just his 4th game for Florida, he now has 4 goals and an assist. So he's been productive for Clay Roberts' Florida Tropics. Sosa kicks it high into the rafters here at Silverstein. And coming down, Nacho Flores is called for the foul.
Yeah, I think Nacho lost track of the ball a little bit and didn't see the defender and plowed into the back of him. I don't think he complained about that call.
One of those professional fouls, maybe. Ball hops over the dasher boards, goes out of bounds. It'll stay with Florida. 8:40 to play in the first half as we look at the Comets bench and the captain there, Brian Perez. Now Matt Clare has the ball near side. Now Alves up to Diegues. Diegues still there into Arico. And the Comets come out with it. Here's Togba. Comets on the counter. Flores calling for the ball. Togba takes it deep into the corner. Togba, boy, goes up strong against Alves. How about that? See a lot of standing around right now for Florida's side. Wonder if their legs might be taking a toll. Comets are going to get fresh legs back out there, and they'll set up their offense. Here's Matingu. He's got it front and center now. Left side for Kyle Williams. Williams tried to dart inside the defender, and a foul. No, a penalty is coming up against Kyle Williams. He put his shoulder into Anthony Arico, and Kyle Williams will go off. That'll be the first penalty on the Comets and the first power play opportunity for Florida. We'll take a break here and have the power play when we come back. Comets 4, Tropics 3 on MASL TV.
Comets fans during each game this season.
You're watching the Major Arena Soccer League on 11 Sports, dedicated to delivering world-class sports and lifestyle. Great to have you here alongside Jim Schwab. Nick Vassos here at Silverstein Ice Center's arena. And the Florida Tropics are now on the power play on Sport Shake Field right now, trailing 4-3. Let's see what the Comets do here. Down a man. Florida front and center. Now near side for Antonio Manfoot. Down to Matt Clare. Hits it first time. Save Saxby. Saxby didn't even put his hands around that one, just saved it with his chest. Now Manfoot with the ball again, just outside the Comet yellow line. Now right side into the corner it goes. Now a drive. I think that one was from Diegues, and that goes out of bounds. Correction, that was Pereira who is back in there, Victor Pereira. So good news for Trop fans. He is back on the field.
Yeah, that's good to see, and that was good to see for the Comets too, because their defense got a little stretch there on the penalty killing unit.
And the Comets side was not happy with that call by Ron Corey on the holding was the official call on Kyle Williams there.
During the break, they sent over Brian Perez. They sent over, I think Kim was halfway across the field.
What, so Coach was delivering a message to the officials via Brian Perez, do you think?
I think so, yeah. Zorn used to do that to me. Get over there. Tell him this.
Here's Manfoot. Pereiras to the corner. Now Matt Clare. Oh, he tried to hit it first time and rolled over the top of it. Boy, good play there by the Trops. If Matt Clare could have hit it cleanly, that might have been dangerous. Foul called on Braithwaite again. That's his second of the half.
Tropics foul on number 6, Braithwaite, his second of the half.
Under 7 to play here until halftime. Comets leading the Trops 4-3, but down a man right now. Manfoot played forward. Here comes Matt Clare, who shoots, and Saxby saves. Rebound shot, score! Andre Braithwaite takes off his jersey and flexes.
I would take my shirt off too. Wow. I'll tell you what, he's making a statement coming back home, isn't he?
Oh my God. Andre Braithwaite, the big fella, cashes in. Good save by Saxby here.
He hits this first time.
Tropics power play goal scored by number 6, Braithwaite.
I tell you, since Braithwaite has come over to Florida, he's been a great contributor as well. When you look at this here, in 5 games with Utica City, he had 1 goal and 1 assist. This is his 4th game with Florida, and he now has 4 goals and a block. So Braithwaite, his 5th on the year, and the game is tied at 4. And for Braithwaite, that's his first power play goal of the season for either Utica City or the Trops. So we're tied at 4 with 6.5 to play until halftime. We'll talk to Jeff Husted coming up at halftime, and we're going to chat about all of the close games around the MASL this year. Many of the games that fans are watching decided by a goal or 2. So a lot of good competition around the league on MASL TV. Here's Sosa. Left side for Anthony Grant. Anthony Grant shoots, and that one wide. Rebound comes off to the Comets. Togba there. He shoots. Ball pinballs around, and Silva scoops it up for the Trops.
Comets wanted a foul there right in front of Brian Martin. No call.
Silva plays it long. Sosa plays it near side and then goes to Saxby. Saxby plays it back up to Sosa. Good job there by John Sosa to get it over to Togba. And Sosa says, go forward with it, James. Played back near side to Sosa. Togba goes off, and Sandovari comes on. Here's Sosa. Sosa, a leading pass to Sandovari, who shoots, and that one just wide. What a pass by Sosa. Popped out of bounds off KC. It'll go to Florida with 5:17 left to play in the first half. There's Adam James, the kid from Kearney, Missouri. Just up I-35, Kansas City. About a 35-minute drive. Here we are in Independence, Missouri, the home of Harry S. Truman. We're just about 15 minutes east of downtown Kansas City, Missouri. Great to have you here on 11 Sports and MASL TV. Comets leading, correction, Comets tied with Florida. It's been back and forth. Here's Nacho. Nacho will play it back to Matingu. Now for Gibson. Gibson goes by Arico, then shoots and almost deflected in. And a foul is called against Anthony Arico, who took down Gibson. And Arico is shaken up. Correction, that's not Arico. Or is it?
Tropics foul number 6.
Oh, it is Braithwaite.
Yeah.
It's Braithwaite. That's his 3rd foul of the half for Braithwaite. Braithwaite's got to be careful. If he gets one more, that's a penalty. So it's I don't know if it's like in basketball, would you go towards Braithwaite to try to get him to commit his 4th foul? Would you take him?
I don't think you have to go to him. He's going to come to you. I mean, hey, I don't think he's shy. I think, you know those prop bets? I'm betting on the 4th, Nick.
Here's Matingu, the Frenchman. To the left, shoot, save is made. Rebound shot by Perez again, saved by Silva. Now Gibson with a drive, and that one just above the crossbar. Off to Nacho. Flores on the right wing. Back to Sandovari, shoots, trying to deflect it in, no good. Florida comes out with it. But Kansas City, like they have, they win it right back. Now Nacho Flores. Sandovari. Left side, Lucas Rodriguez. Lucas pokes it forward for Gibson. And Gibson is knocked down to the ground, and another restart chance for the Comets. So the Comets on the restart here. Gibson will be behind the ball.
I bet Leo's asking, what do I have to do to get a blue card?
Here comes Nacho. Down to Leo. Leo hit it first time, rolled it towards the goal. Silva makes the easy save and then is up throwing long for Anthony Arrico. Arrico with Rodriguez, and then Saxby gets in there. Saxby had to head it away. Good athletic play there by the Comet keeper. Held on by the Tropics. Driven in there, but headed away by the Comets. Boy, two Comet players hit the deck, and a foul is called against Boateng.
Tropics foul number 24, Boateng, his first in the half.
Boateng and Rodriguez are exchanging some pleasantries.
Seeing where they're going to go to dinner afterwards. I don't think they're going to eat together, though.
Togba on the right side. Togba with the left footer. And that one headed out of bounds. Comets are wondering if that one is going to go at the top of the D, and it doesn't appear that it is. Ron Corey will place it on the near touchline. The Comets will have it there as Kyle Williams for the Comets. And a close-up view there of John Sosa.
Right in your living room.
Yeah. Sosa. Now Ramon Palmer. 3 minutes and 17 seconds left until halftime. Sosa. Togba. Comets 6-5 on the year. The Tropics are 4-8.
They're trying to get the Tropics to move a little bit, trying to go side to side a little bit and get some. See if they can get the runners to the back post.
Boy, good movement here from Ramon Palmer, but just took on too many players and kicked away by the Tropics. Although Kansas City making a bid to hang on to the ball, and a foul called on Florida. Kyle Williams was held there on the boards, and Boateng called for the foul. I believe that'll be his second on the second for the half.
Tropics foul number 24, Boateng, his second of the half.
There's a drive into the corner for Leo Gibson. That one played back to Togba with 2 minutes and 39 seconds on the first half clock. We have not seen Andre Braithwaite back out there for the Trops, so perhaps Clay Roberts is keeping him on the bench. Boateng out there for him. Now Williams with a drive for the Comets. Goes right back to him. He drives it again. That one off Antonio Manfoot. That one's not going to feel good tomorrow morning. Williams again, a third try. Into the boards. Gibson trying to get it back. Ball loose out front and then kicked away. Good team defense by the Trops. Keeps the game tied at 4. 2 minutes to play, and Comets have had some good possession time here.
Hugo Silva has played unbelievable this first half.
Yeah. Togba with a drive. Loose out front. Boy, Silva made another save. And the Comets drive it back in there, and Silva's out of the area. And the ball's still live. Sosa now. Front and center, Perez shoots, deflected back to Silva. Silva throws it long. Comets get a touch on it. 1 minute and 32 seconds left, and now penalties coming up. It's going to go against Dieguez. Comets are going to go on the power play here for the last 90 seconds of the first half. Take a look at this one, Schwabi.
Yeah, he gets him. Yeah, he gets him from behind, Nick. I know, he's spirited and animate about it. Didn't like the call, but anytime people can get hurt anything from behind. I think he just got caught in the tackle myself, but yeah, I think you almost forced him to call it.
2 minutes for a two-footed tackle. He hits the Mark Ferguson attorney ball penalty box for that scissor. We are on a 7th Street casino.
So
Comets power play.
say he chopped him down, huh?
Scissors.
Cut him up.
Yes. Let's see if it got heated the last 5-6 minutes.
It sure has.
It got up hot in here. You might.
Coming up at halftime, we're going to head down to the field and we're going to talk to hear from the head coach, Kim Runfed. We'll also talk to Jeff Houston. And then when we come back from halftime, we hope to hear from Clay Roberts, the head coach from Florida. We'll just have to see if that all works out. Silva looks like he might be limping a little bit. There you see Hugo on the right side of your picture. Maybe that right ankle's giving him some trouble.
Yeah, I think so. And also it might be a little bit professional on his part just to calm the guys down and get the troops organized.
Comets on the power play here. For the season, the Comets on the power play are 62%. And as we mentioned earlier, the Tropics are really good on penalty killing. 75% on the year. The Comets 0 for 1 this afternoon. Now a breakaway. And a handball is called against the Comets.
Nick, while they're setting it up, big game tomorrow. Who do you like?
For the big game. By the way, no MASL games tomorrow on Super Sunday, but I'm going to take the Rams.
And I will have a friendly wager on that. I will take Mr. Brady.
Our usual?
Yes, the usual.
All right, you're on, brother.
It would be unbelievable for Florida, okay, to get out of the half tied.
Here's Alvis with the Comets and Saxby.
1 minute remaining in the first half.
1 minute remaining. 1 minute remaining. The Comets are on the power play. Here's Togba. Togba, what a move by Togba. Tries to send it off the wall to his teammate Perez, but it comes back off, and Leo Gibson better be careful. That was close. Foul called on the Comets scoring leader, Leo Gibson. 1:14 left to play in the first half. Correction, in the penalty. And we have 38 seconds left until halftime. JP Reyes just playing keep away and is fouled by Perez. Boy, the Tropics they're doing an amazing job on penalty killing. Give credit to them.
Yeah, they're buzzing around, holding possession. Comets haven't really had a good opportunity here. You know, you look at it two ways here. Comets haven't had, much of an attack here. 34 seconds left. If they get a goal here, that would be a great way to go into the second half. And if Florida can hold them scoreless here.
29 seconds. Boy.
20 seconds remaining.
Chance there by Kyle Ruiz. And the Comets come back out with it. 17 seconds left here. Maybe the last chance here in the first half. 14 seconds left. Sosa to the far post to Perez. Perez into the middle. Shot no good. Blocked away. 7 seconds left. Rodriguez over to Kyle Williams. 2 seconds left. Horn should sound. And it is. Comets will be on the power play for 28 seconds to begin the second half. Hugo Silva has played his guts out. But the game is tied here at 4 as we go into halftime. And we look at John Sosa, Kansas City and Florida will be heading into the locker rooms. Again, we are standing by to talk with the head coach. Jeff Houston going to talk with Kim Runfed.
And Silva's still down, Nick. Hopefully he's okay, or he worked hard.
He is. Yeah, Silva is still back in his goal to the right. If the camera would. And we're just about ready to talk to Jeff. You can see him there on the screen. And let's go ahead and toss it down to Jeff Houston. Jeff?
All right, I'm here with Coach Runfed. Coach, a little bit of a back and forth. What do we need to do the second half?
Sharpen up defensively. I think we are giving them too many chances, and then we need to play our tempo more than their tempo. I understand they played last night, but we need to control the game more than we have, and then not let them back into it. So, sharpen up defensively. That's number one.
Milestone watch. Lucas Rodriguez, 1 goal away from 100. Brian Perez, 250. These guys, great career. What do we need to see from them second half?
Well, you know what? I'm not really worried about points right now. I'm more worried about a W, if you don't mind. Okay, so thank you.
Not a problem. Thanks, Coach.
Thank you, Jeff. He does not mince words, does he? All right, we gotta toss the break, Schwabi. We'll talk here. We're at halftime, and the Tropics and the Comets are tied at 4 on 11 Sports.
When Domino's is out for delivery, use Domino's new dinner bell to get the family home.
Sorry. 8 atoms of hydrogen. You're never gonna use this anyway. I gotta go.
Ring the dinner bell and they'll come running for their mix and match favorites. Choose any 2 or more like bread twists, specialty chicken, pizza, or salads for only $5.99 each.
My name is Blair Underwood. 3 years ago, I started taking Omega XL as a part of my daily healthy lifestyle routine. It's changed my life. I'm here to share my knowledge about this amazing supplement. Omega XL is a natural omega-3 product that is very effective at reducing pain due to inflammation. I rarely endorse any product, but Omega XL is different because it works.
Omega XL is effective at relieving pain and the symptoms of inflammation, including swelling, daily aches and pains, back pain, and swollen joints.
Oh, I'm not weighed down by the burden of pain. It's changed my life. Omega XL, it works.
Start taking this product and you're going to be really happy with the results.
When you're in pain, that's all you can think of.
Omega XL offers a 90-day money-back guarantee from the date of your first order. Call now and you'll receive a bottle of Omega XL absolutely free with your first order.
You don't have to accept living a life with pain.
Call now or visit us on the web.
Smile.
No matter how well you provide for your family today, if you don't have life insurance, their future may be at risk. Why not help guarantee those you love $250,000 or more with life insurance through AIG Direct? Less than $14 a month buys a 40-year-old man a $250,000 term life policy. That's up to 3 times what you can get from other companies for the same price. Make the future more secure for those you love.
Call 1-800-723-8547.
All right, back live here at Silverstein Eye Center's Arena at halftime. The Comets and the Tropics are tied at 4, and we are back with Jeff Houston. Last night in the MASL, Jeff, a crazy game last night between Turlock Express and Ontario Fury. This game in Turlock, which ended up in overtime, and Turlock getting their first win of the season. I think Ontario scored 5 straight goals to get back into that game, but in the end, Turlock gets their first victory.
Yeah, I mean, it's indicative of what this whole season has looked like across the MASL. So many tight games, 1-goal games. Turlock gets up real big, and they could feel it. Their first victory was within their grasp. But Ontario, they're a great team. They're not going to just let a team just walk away with a win. So they come back, 5 goals right there in the last 5 minutes. Tie it up, and it was pretty exciting overtime too. It was back and forth for quite a bit.
And Ontario has to get the game or the league's leading scorer, don't they?
They do, yeah, and I mean that might change here. We'll see what Leo Gibson does the second half. But you know, so far, like I said, that Turlock game just talks about the whole rest of the season, the way it's going. There are 30 games this season so far that have been decided by 1 goal. Last night there were 2 out of the 3 games that were decided by 1 goal. You know, and we're tied here 4-4 at halftime. So it's great. Anything can happen on any given night.
It's so close. Not only are the games close, but the divisions are really beginning to tighten up when you look at RGV down in the Southwest. You look at Kansas City, St. Louis, and Orlando. You look at the East with Baltimore and Utica City. I mean, there is so much to play for.
Oh, yeah. You know, it used to be you could start the season and you could say, okay, from this division, these two teams are going to go, these two teams, and you were going to be pretty much right on all of them. This year, you can't say that. Who's going to be the first seed and the second seed in some of the divisions? Who's going to be that second or third seed in some of the divisions? So it's going to be a battle right to the end. In the Southwest Division right now where we're at, you know, Florida, Orlando, St. Louis, and Kansas City, they're all fighting right now. Milwaukee's ahead, but there's only 3 games separation, and there's a lot of season left to play.
A lot of great indoor games, a lot of great arena games still to come here. Second half action is straight ahead. Stay with us here on 11 Sports.
Maybe
like 5 seconds long.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
We are at halftime here on Sports Shake Field at Silverstein Ice Center's Arena. Jim Schwab, Nick Vassos. Comets and Tropics are tied at 4. The Comets will be on the power play to begin the second half. Observations here, as we heard from Coach Runford, pretty simple. Just put it pretty simply, didn't he? Got to tighten it up defensively.
He wasn't having anything about stats, I'll tell you that much. If you could put the eject button on, it would have pushed. It would have been pushed. I felt bad for Jeff down there.
All right, let's see what happened in the first half here. Let's show you the first half highlights here, and I believe we're gonna start here in the first quarter. And boy, I tell you, the Tropics got out to a great start here, a 2-0 start here.
Watch this on the
Antonio Manfoot came over and scored the game's first goal here with the assist going to Dieguez.
Again, ball watching.
And then here,
Saxby comes out, doesn't clear it all the way, and along, you know, that's
Anthony Enrico. Then the
Comets answered back here, Nick.
Finally get on the board here. Here's Antonio Manfield with another save there by Saxby. And this is a good wall pass here. set up Sosa, the left footer there. That one ties the game up at 2. Here in the second quarter, Comets start put things together here. Sosa, another drive. Actually, that was the one that tied the game at 2 to end the first quarter. And in the second quarter, Saxby making a good save here. And the game is tied at 2. Pereira there giving the Tropics another lead at 3-2. Here's where the Comets start marching back here. Adam James finally comes back with some good hustle here and gets it past Silva.
And then Nacho with a great ball to Lucas on the back post. And
that made the score a 4-3. And then this is the one here, Braithwaite flexing.
Something tells me he goes to the gym once in a while. Nick, you know what? The coach is very upset about the defense, okay? We talked about it pregame. We talked about it during the game. It's got to straighten out because sooner or later, it's going to cost them games.
We'll see what happens in the second half. Comets and Tropics tied at 4 on MASL TV. Great to have you here.
Smile.
No matter how well you provide for your family today, if you don't have life insurance, their future may be at risk. Why not help guarantee those you love $250,000 or more with life insurance through AIG Direct? Less than $14 a month buys a 40-year-old man a $250,000 term life policy. That's up to 3 times what you can get from other companies for the same price. Make the future more secure for those you love.
Call 1-800-723-8547.
My name is Blair Underwood. 3 years ago, I started taking Omega XL as a part of my daily healthy lifestyle routine. It's changed my life. I'm here to share my knowledge about this amazing supplement. Omega XL is a natural omega-3 product that is very effective at reducing pain due to inflammation. I rarely endorse any product, but Omega XL is different because it works.
Omega XL is effective at relieving pain and the symptoms of inflammation, including swelling, daily aches and pains, back pain, and swollen joints.
Oh, I'm not weighed down by the burden of pain. It's changed my life. Omega XL, it works.
Start taking this product and you're going to be really happy with the results.
When you're in pain, that's all you can think of.
Omega XL offers a 90-day money-back guarantee from the date of your first order. Call now and you'll receive a bottle of Omega XL absolutely free with your first order.
You don't have to accept living a life with pain.
Call now or visit us on the web.
When Domino's is out for delivery, use Domino's new dinner bell to get the family home.
Sorry. Eight atoms of hydrogen. You're never going to use this anyway. I gotta go.
Ring the dinner bell and they'll come running for their mix and match favorites. Choose any 2 or more like bread twists, specialty chicken, pizza, or salads for only $5.99 each.
A purposeful life is the inspiration and foundation of MNU. It's more than getting a better job. It's becoming a better person. The Christ-centered, student-centered culture at MNU will leave you transformed. Our professional and graduate degree programs will challenge and inspire you to become the person you always knew you were meant to be. Learn, grow, and earn your degree at MNU, a school that shares your values and your passion. MNU, purposefully different.
All right, let's send it down to the field to Jeff Houston. He is standing by with Florida's head coach, Clay Roberts. Jeff?
All right, I'm down on the field with Tropics coach Clay Roberts. Coach, tough turnaround with the game last night. You guys are in it 4-4. What's the secret here?
You know, just trying to stick together, keeping our shifts to a short time. You can see we're just trying to sit back and cut some angles. And Kansas City's a great team, and they have such great offensive weapons and shooters. And so we're just trying to make the angle a little bit tighter for them. That's off. And so it's a good game so far. And you know, it's a little bit of fatigue setting in on a couple of those fouls for us with the heavy legs. And so it's put us down, but it's a good game.
All right, we'll let you get back to your bench. Thanks, guys. Back to you, Nick.
All right, Jeff, Houston there with the head coach, Clay Roberts. Man, that's what you got to do. The short turnaround last night in St. Louis, and then here in Kansas City, this with early start 105. Schwabi?
Yeah, I think they have to get their legs. I think if you're coach of the Tropics, I think he said it perfectly, Nick. That's the game plan going in. You know they're paying attention to Leo. Seems like every time he touches the ball, he's getting thumped. Okay,
yep.
He'll be in the hot tub tonight. But you know, they're sending a message there and trying to not, you know, and he hasn't scored yet tonight, has he?
No, he has not.
Yeah.
He's on a point streak too. We have a lot of fans watching, and I want to say here, happy birthday to a couple of people who are celebrating birthdays today. Some Comets fans. First one, a Sweet 16 birthday shout out to Megan Schuler. Megan, happy birthday from all of us here at the Comets. And then right next to us, Schwabi, in the suite over here, Lessig. He's celebrating his 10th birthday today, so happy birthday, Lessig. All the best to you. Thanks for being here and being a Comets fan.
Yeah, happy birthday to the guys, and they have birthday cake. They're smiling. They got sodas going, and we're seeing some great soccer at 4-4.
All right, second half is underway. Comets will move it right to left. Florida moving it left to right. Saxby heads it out there. Braithwaite is down there on the field. The big fella banging bodies there with Leo Gibson. Saxby is out with him. He's throwing out to Lucas Rodriguez on the counter. Lucas first. Gibson shot. No, it's Perez, and Perez could not redirect it in. What a ball by Rodriguez to Perez. But Silva once again played it perfectly, didn't he?
He might have to come out of the phone booth, Nick, because Superman's not saving those, and he comes up big again. I mean, just point-blank shot. And
boy, you said it right there. Leo just got, no, correction, that was Togba. Togba got thumped on the ground.
Why go to the chiropractor when you get an adjustment right there?
Exactly. Comets, we didn't mention right off the top, the Comets had 28 seconds of power play time, and that allowed them to get that great chance there with Lucas and Perez. But Silva again made a huge save. Now the Comets coming up again. Rodriguez with a drive, and that one's going to leave a tattoo on JP Reyes. But the Comets could not convert on the power play, so Florida once again, they're good on penalty killing. That's the second one they've killed off this afternoon.
Florida has a lot of discipline, a lot of they keep a good structure there, killing the power play.
Here's Reyes on the near side. He'll play it all the way over to Pereira. Pereira tries the corner, and the Comet player is there to kick it towards the center circle. And Perez getting it over to Sandovari. Mirko for the Comets will play it back to Sosa. Comets will build it out of the back. 13-15 left to play in the third. We are all tied up at 4. Kyle Williams waiting for some new mates to come on the field. Ramon Palmer's out there now, along with Matingu, Kyle Williams, Sandovari, and Adam James. For Florida, it's Manfoot, Braithwaite, JP Reyes, Pereiras, as well as Machado. And a foul called against Kansas City. You can hear some of the groans of the. There's about 50 referees down there.
Milwaukee 2-1 in the third, Nick, with 9:32 left.
Wow, Milwaukee at home hosting Baltimore. Milwaukee 9-2, and Baltimore 7-3. Here's a drive and a good block by Kansas City. That was Matingu who blocked that one. Saxby's got it back. Here we're tied at 4. The Comets out shooting the Trops 24-11. Manfoot on back to Pereiras. Pereiras has his head up. Now he's moving forward. Pereiras, I should say, he was shaken up in the first half, but he's back out there. You got to wonder if that ankle's not 100%. Here's Kyle Williams now on the left side. Kyle Williams front and center to Gibson. Hit it first time, and the bouncing ball goes sailing over the Supernovas.
Supernovas dodged one there. Leo would like to have that one back.
Yeah. I wonder if he maybe could have taken it, settled it, and then cracked it that time.
I've learned if you can score that many goals, I don't give advice.
It's easy from up here.
Hey,
man.
up here. We were something.
Silva. To Arriga. Now across the line it comes to Reyes. Reyes all kinds of space, looking far post, shot no good. Rebound front and center, shot again above the crossbar, no good. And the Comets able to get it back to Saxby. The Trops with 2 good looks at the Comet goal, and we're tied at 4. Gibson floats one into the corner, and Silva kicks it out of bounds. And that'll go right to the top of the arc, I believe, and the Comets will... no, Ron Corey's going to play it on the far touchline.
Florida was very fortunate. Very fortunate that they didn't get that move to the top of the box.
Drive by Sosa. That one kicked out of bounds, and the Comets are going to get one at the top of the arc. And this time, boy, Florida cannot believe it. Florida saying it went off a Comet player. Ron Corey says settle down, and Corey's going to talk to Brian. Oh, they're not going to give him the top of the arc. They're going to give him a over here on the near touchline. So Florida wins that argument.
I thought it was a good call.
So Perez will restart it. No, it'll be Rodriguez who bangs it off the 2-man wall. Dieguez comes out with it. Dieguez and Manfoot. Now Manfoot on the right side. Manfoot back to Dieguez. Still loose. Comets able to knock it away. Good defensive play by Kansas City, but swarming are the Tropics. Dieguez back to Manfoot. Save made by Saxby.
Cleared out by Saxby.
11 minutes to play in the third. We're tied at 4. Sosa has a pair of goals this afternoon for Kansas City. Adam James has a goal. Lucas Rodriguez. For Florida, it's Anthony Arrico, Antonio Manfoot, Victor Pereiras, and Andre Braithwaite. Here's Matt Clare, the newest addition for the Trops. Played forward up to Braithwaite. Boy, he is strong on the ball. Andre lost it. No, Adam James still has it. Adam James will slow it down, and the Comets will set up their offense. Rodriguez, a return pass to Adam James. He's triple teamed. And then on back to Sosa. Out wide goes Saxby. Comets will push forward here. Good play out of the back for the Comets. Sosa up to Sandovari. Here's Sosa. Now right up to James. Chipped back in. Anthony Grant over to Sandovari. Sandovari measures it, hits it first time. No good. Rebound shot. Ding dong off the post.
Too highly skilled. I mean, one, pop it over to the defender and have a go. What a run here. Watch this.
Here's Anthony again. Anthony Grant. No, he gets it back somehow. Now to Sosa. Sosa taken down. And a foul called on Florida. Sosa shaken up on the play.
Watch this. He comes across. Comes across here.
Yeah,
he clipped him a little bit.
Yep, got him a little bit. Drew the foul. And now,
he's up because he's on the restart team.
That's right. Not going out now.
No way. Got a chance to get an assist.
Sosa's got a pair of goals this afternoon. Sosa behind the ball. Sosa hits it, and somehow that one did not go in. Did he hit the post? It may have gotten pinned against the post by Adam James.
I mean, he crushed it, Nick. He got all of it.
9.5 to play in the third. We're still tied at 4.
It's not a good thing when, I mean, it's a good thing if you're hitting the ball, but everybody didn't move and the ball was back out. I mean, it was crushed.
There's Ramon Palmer. Now Leo with the left foot up and over the glass. Boy, a little subtle move there by Ramon Palmer. There's Leo Gibson, the left foot. Leo, the assistant coach for the Comets as well. Leo, the second leading scorer in the MASL. He is the also second in assists behind Pereira over in Tacoma.
Yeah, he's having a great year up in Tacoma.
He's their head coach. Leads the team, leads the league in points, 37, and assists.
That's called job security.
Togba. That's what it is. I remember when you were playing and coaching, you were among the league leaders in three-pointers.
Hold on. But don't kid anybody. I wasn't leading the league in points.
Oh, if they let you have a running start at it, you were dangerous.
And a tee.
8:48 left to play in the third. Gibson in the corner. Here's Palmer now. Away from the goal, back to Matingu. Matingu pokes it forward to Togba. Togba from Monrovia, Liberia. Out of bounds off Florida. Comets will have it. Should be in the right wing corner for the Comets with 8:29 left to play in the third. There goes Nacho. Nacho Flores from Santiago, Chile. Third-year player out of Park University here in the Kansas City area. Sosa tries to slot it through for Rodriguez, making a run inside. Florida able to defend it, and Antonio Manfoot is out with it. Antonio Manfoot looking forward to Diegues. Diegues chasing it down to Leo Gibson way back there, marking Diegues. Good job there by the Comets' leading scorer. Claire with it now, out wide to the left to Pereiras. Pereiras to Reyes, 8:05 to play in the third. Comets 6-5, trying to go 2 games over 500 for the first time this year. By Florida, that one was Pereiras. Now Reyes back in there, and Saxby able to save it for the Comets.
Great keeper play tonight from both ends.
Silva for the Trops has just been remarkable. He's been everywhere.
If he wasn't on his game, Nick, this thing might be 7-4.
Yeah, for sure. And Silva looks like he's playing with a bit of a problem on his right ankle. But he's still moving well. See what the Comets do here. They're working it around the perimeter, trying to find a break in the Florida defense. Now over to the right side to Leo. Now into Nacho, back to Leo. Gibson into Sosa. Sosa to Nacho. Good ball movement here by the Comets. Good possession, just pinging it around. Here's Perez. Now to Nacho. This is what the Comets like to do. Ball possession forward to Sandovari. Look for the wall pass. There it is in the middle. Perez is there, but a good defensive play by the Trops. Under 7 to play. Changes on the field. Togba is back out there. Sandovari goes off. Kyle Williams now with the ball for the Comets to Togba. Left for Sosa. The pass a little bit short. Pereiras up with it, and Pereiras goes down in a foul called on Perez of the Comets. And Pereiras, excuse me, he was looking for the blue card there.
Oh yeah, he came up right away out of the roll with the blue card.
Anybody blue card?
Hey, that's hard to do.
Yeah.
To come up from a foul and roll into the blue card.
Rafa Alves goes by Sosa. Alves to Manfoot, who shoots, saves, Saxby. Kick back in there by Braithwaite. Alves heads it in there, and another attempted header by Florida goes over the glass. Timeout on the field, we'll take a break. 6:12 left to play in the third. Kansas City 4 and Florida 4. John Sosa off the post. We'll be back after this. The Comets would like to thank Miter USA for providing today's match balls. Miter, founded in Huddersfield, England, is among the world's oldest sporting good brands, starting production back in 1817. Miter is the proud partner of the Major Arena Soccer League, providing arena-specific match balls to both the MASL and MASL2. Nick Vassos, Jim Schwab, and Brad Zimmerman, Devrin, Lindsay, Jeff Houston, our entire Silverstone Ice Centers crew here providing today's coverage of the Comets and the Tropics tied at 4. Great to have you here on MASL TV on 11 Sports. 6 minutes left to play in the third, and nobody has scored here in this frame.
Good job to the crew, guys. You do an amazing job every game. Appreciate your help.
There's Matingu, tees up that toe poke. He's got one heck of a toe poke. The Frenchman, Alain Matingu from Paris, France.
The Frenchman let it fly.
He's got long legs like trees, man. He is tall. 5:48 left to play. In the third, Hugo Silva, the Brazilian. And the Trops get it up towards the half line. Waiting for it there is Arriga. Arriga to Ruiz. Back to Silva. Comets are in a stretch here where they're going to play several of their next games here at home. And next weekend they'll be in St. Louis, but after that they're going to play 4 straight games to close out February and earn into early March. And for Florida, they're kind of on a stretch right now where they're playing 3 of their next 5 games out on the road. And again, all of the divisions in the MASL are really tightening up. And for those of you, just a reminder, the top 2 teams in each division qualify for the playoffs, and it's going to be a battle down to the end. Here's Anthony Grant on the right side, looking to play it into Adam James. The ball came back to him after deflecting off several Tropic players. Now a long drive from Rodriguez. That went off the glass above the crossbar. Matingu trying to come up with the rebound. Scores free to Anthony Grant. Anthony trying to slot it over to James, but a good defensive play by Alves of the Tropics. And Florida comes out with it. Diegas is there. Plays it forward up to Matt Clare, who puts on the brakes.
He went for the salad there, Nick, and the restaurant was closed. Sir, our kitchen was closed, trying to go for the salad.
Matt Clare moves to his left. Here's Arriga. Arriga with a long drive right on, and Saxby makes the save for the Comets. Kansas City out shooting the Trops 27-15. Anthony Grant in the center circle, marked by Arriga. Tried to go past him, no call. Manfoot up with the ball. Manfoot back the other way, slides at far post. Braithwaite shoots, save! Saxby straight up into the air. Braithwaite crashing in. Comets able to clear it away, but right to Anthony Arrico. Arrico has a goal this afternoon. He's harassed by Gibson of the Comets. Now Palmer picks up the loose ball. Ramon Palmer looking for open space, gets it to Leo Gibson. Gibson looking to shoot now to Anthony Grant, who tried to settle it, but then knocked away by the Trops and then kicked out of bounds by Kansas City.
Hey, he wished he had that back because he should have went first time. Leo gave him a good service, very patient on the ball, and put it right in the box and just tried to miss that. He'd like to have that one back.
Yep.
A little rewind on the hit the reset button.
Silva plays it to Pereiras. Pereiras has got some open space. He'll turn and truck with it across the half line. Now across the yellow line, and he shoots just wide. Alves up with the rebound. Wall pass into the middle, and Saxby is there. Saxby's up and throwing for Gibson down the right side. Leo with a pair of orange jerseys in his hip pocket. Pereiras comes up with it for the Trops. Under 3 to play in the third. Still no scoring here in this quarter. Feel like the next goal is going to be a huge one for either team. Matt Clare, just his second game for the Tropics. Now forward up to Braithwaite. Big fella's got it going against Sosa. Near side, Matt Clare shoots, blocked by the Comets. And Nacho sacrificed his body. Another block by the Comets. Rebound comes out to the corner. Nacho might be shaken up a little bit, but he plays it forward to Adam James. The kid from Kearney chases into the corner, reverses directions, and then plays it back to the half line.
Nick, I got a question for you.
Yes, sir.
When's Gundam Style coming back? Seriously, my kids used to come here and love ballet. I wonder if Greek's going to do the Gundam Style.
You know what? We'll have to ask Jeff Houston and the staff here with the Comets if the Gundam Style is going to come back. I'm not sure. That was kind of infamous.
Gundam Style.
Oh, look at the Schwabies over there talking to Jeff now, trying to get him to do it. Cue it up. Put Passos on put him out there. Get him dancing. All right. Hey, update here from around the MASL. Milwaukee leading Baltimore 3-2. This is at the start of the fourth quarter. Here we are tied at 4 at the end of the third. Sosa to Kyle Williams, who shoots. Save made by Silva, right on. Kyle fired it right into Silva. Ball still loose. Williams gets it back. How about another one? Lays it off to Leo. Leo fires one off the glass. Rebound comes out to Antonio Manfoot. He kicked it towards the center circle, and the Comets will maintain possession here with 1:04 left to play in the third. Comets 6-5 on the year. Florida 4-8. Comets have won 5 of 6. Florida's lost 5 of 6. Here's Anthony Grant. Over to Leo Gibson. Now Leo back to Sosa. Out wide it goes to Togba. Togba thought about going right, instead hits it left, and Silva takes the short hop and scoops it up for the Trops. 34 seconds left. Silva throws it long. Headed back towards Saxby. Saxby tried to throw it out to Perez, but Florida got a touch on it. Here comes the Trops. Their drive there by Boateng. That one comes off to Leo Gibson. 14 seconds left. 13, here's Leo. Moves to his left, Leo shoots! No good. 6 seconds left in the third. 3, here's Leo again, now Anthony Grant shoots as the horn sounds.
The carpet saved him.
Oh.
If the ball doesn't come off the carpet, it goes right to his foot.
Oh, man. All right, no scoring in the third. And the score remains a 4-all tie between the Comets and the Tropics.
Are you suffering from ongoing aches and pains? Did you get a little too ambitious enjoying your favorite activities? Don't live in pain. Contact Select Physical Therapy for relief today. From our individualized treatment plans and convenient hours to a highly trained and compassionate clinical team, Select Physical Therapy is your only choice for physical therapy, hand therapy, sports medicine, and work health services. Your healing can start today. Schedule an appointment at one of our convenient locations at selectphysicaltherapy.com or call 800-770-6682.
Smile.
No matter how well you provide for your family today, if you don't have life insurance, their future may be at risk. Why not help guarantee those you love $250,000 or more with life insurance through AIG Direct? Less than $14 a month buys a 40-year-old man a $250,000 term life policy. That's up to 3 times what you can get from other companies for the same price. Make the future more secure for those you love.
Call 1-800-723-8547.
My name is Blair Underwood. 3 years ago, I started taking Omega XL as a part of my daily healthy lifestyle routine. It's changed my life. I'm here to share my knowledge about this amazing supplement. Omega XL is a natural omega-3 product that is very effective at reducing pain due to inflammation. I rarely endorse any product, but Omega XL is different because it works.
Omega XL is effective at relieving pain and the symptoms of inflammation, including swelling, daily aches and pains, back pain, and swollen joints.
No, I'm not weighed down by the burden of pain. It's changed my life. Omega XL, it works.
Start taking this product and you're going to be really happy with the results.
When you're in pain, that's all you can think of.
Omega XL offers a 90-day money-back guarantee from the date of your first order. Call now and you'll receive a bottle of Omega XL absolutely free with your first order.
You don't have to accept living a life with pain.
Call now or visit us on the web.
One other game this afternoon around the MASL. Baltimore and Milwaukee are playing at the UW Panther Arena up in Milwaukee. And the Wave are leading the Blast by a score of 4-2. 2 games tonight in the MASL. St. Louis will host Orlando at 7:05. And Rio Grande Valley will travel to El Paso to take on the Coyotes. That game at 7:15 Mountain Time. Both those games on MASL TV. So...
Oh, here comes the Greek with the Gundam style.
Oh, yeah.
Look at him. He never moves better.
Okay. Now that right there, if you've seen that there was all the doing of my broadcast partner, Jim Schwab.
Hey,
Schwabby set that whole thing up. That was not supposed to happen. Schwabby, I blame you.
Hey.
I'm going to hear that from everybody around the league.
I'll tell you right now. I guarantee you, all the coaches watching the game, they're going to sign you with those moves. That was sponsored by WD-40. A little rusty up in the booth.
Oh my gosh.
We're gonna get in trouble. Hey, Nick.
We shouldn't be allowed to have this much fun.
No, you know what? 4-4, no goals, but a lot of action, end-to-end action.
Oh, yeah.
It was an exciting quarter with no tallies on the board.
All right. Comets and Tropics here, starting the fourth quarter. Rodriguez. Right side, Matingu. Now front and center for Nacho. Rodriguez thought about it. Instead, plays it front and center to Nacho. Both teams, we have even strength, both sides. 14.5 to play in the game. Comets looking to win their 6th out of their last 7. Florida looking to get back into the win column and get, oh boy, a good pass into the middle. Rodriguez hit it with the right foot just above the crossbar.
Great run by Lucas in there. And
Comets are going to hold it. They're going to go for major changes here. They'll bring 4 fresh legs out onto the field. Nacho will remain on the field. Sosa's there, plays it forward to Togba. Togba bangs it off the glass. It comes off to the near side, and Nacho is there for the Comets. Florida maintains their defensive shape here. Again, no scoring in the third. This has been a very, very close game. The Tropics started out the game with a bang. 2 straight goals, and the Comets fire back in the first quarter to score 2 straight to end up 2-2 at the end of the first, and then at the end of the second, the game tied at 4. So the defense has stepped up for both sides here considerably. Although I will say that there's been multiple chances by both teams. And again, the keeper, specifically Hugo Silva, has just been remarkable for the Tropics. Kansas City still fighting with it. Here's the Andre Braithwaite. Braithwaite still trucking down the right side. Braithwaite shoots it, and Saxby makes the initial save and then covers up.
Word of advice for the defenders. Don't put any limbs in his way. I mean, you're not getting him off the ball, guys.
How do you handle somebody with that size? What are you telling your guys out there when you're marking Braithwaite?
Well, you're telling them to get in hard, right?
Here come the Tropics back the other way. Matt Clare over to Ruiz. Ruiz double teamed by a pair of Comets. He goes down. James is digging in there. Now Sandovari is there, and it comes off to the Tropics. Rafa Alves there on the center circle. And then it's eventually sent over to Matt Clare. Matt Clare, a player who's played in the Midwest, played for the Wichita Wings, or the B-52s, back in the day. Spent some time out in San Diego as well. Played for Tacoma and is now back near his home in Florida. Matt Clare's from Fort Lauderdale, Florida, so playing now in his home state. Anthony Grant out with it. He's got a pair of orange jerseys on him, and they win the ball back.
Nick, you know what I'd like to see more of? And both teams, okay? Anthony Grant's there trying to make something out of nothing, right? And the ball gets cut out. We've seen this how many times to lead into a counterattack for the other team.
Right.
Sometimes you got to cut your losses, Nick. You know, the game.
And here comes the Florida back the other way. Saxby coming out now, a header by Braithwaite. Correction, that was Boateng. And goes out of bounds.
Wow, that was a great save.
But you're right. I mean, you're trying to do something fancy as opposed to just playing within yourself and just playing fundamental, holding the ball.
Sometimes I've never seen a goal scored in the defensive end. So clear the ball and reset. Yep. Something goes on, you know what? You're not organized. You're trying to make something. You got 3 guys around you. You got to knock the ball. It's not the prettiest thing, but guess what? It's effective, and then we group instead of giving up bad goals. Or easy goals, I should say.
Let's watch that. Here's Leo Gibson in front of the Tropics bench. Clay Roberts there shouting instructions to his team in orange. Comets in all blue, their home blues. Togba front and center on the Sport Shake logo. Fires a shot, Hugo. I couldn't tell if Silva got a piece of that one. Now Togba again. That one wide right by a lot. Rafa Alves kicks it towards the half line. There is Togba and Anthony Arico. And then it hops over the dasher boards, goes out of bounds to Florida. Now we've got a timeout. We've got officials timeout.
Something's on the turf.
Something's wrong with the turf?
Oh, he's got his towel out. Going to clean up a little bit, a little housekeeping.
Oh, I'm wondering if maybe somebody, maybe a fan spilled something over there onto the turf.
I remember the one time, and I don't know who it was, but the guy just offered one of the players a beer, and he drank it.
You?
No, not me. Not me, Nick. I won't mention any names, but it was not me.
You know, it wasn't until maybe the early 2000s when arena teams they brought down the glass that's in the midfield area to allow fans that additional exposure into the game.
Yeah, I think it's a great idea for the fans. I think it slows the game down, though, Nick. I think you have a lot more restarts with the glass.
No question about it. That's the coach talking to you. It's coming from you right there, I can tell.
And I'm sure it's great. It's all about the fan experience, but
right now the Comets and the Tropics are tied at 4. Things are really tightening up. Here is Braithwaite. Braithwaite marked by Matingu. Those guys have gone several times in practice. Now Braithwaite away from the goal to Reyes. There's Origa. Now Manfoot, and then back to Reyes.
Are you getting the feeling next goal wins?
I am. I'm getting the feeling here that this next goal is going to be huge. Silva into the corner. He was looking to get it to Origa. Instead, Saxby comes over, and Saxby will just kick it back towards Florida's side of the field. Comets were going for changes, and Saxby didn't quite see it, I don't think.
I don't really, Nick. I'll be honest with you. I don't mind that. Instead of forcing something, reset. You try to force something to that, and he's out of the box. It's already happened once tonight.
Silva will kick it into the corner. Looking for Ruiz. Actually, that was Dieguez. And Dieguez is chopped down by the Comets. They're going to say that one was on Sosa.
Kansas City foul number 3, Togba.
Oh, it's going to go against Togba. So, dangerous restart here for the Tropics. Comets need to maintain their shape here. They'll put 3 in the wall. Williams, Rodriguez, and James. Manfoot and Arico behind the ball for the Trops.
Got to make sure the wall doesn't split here.
And a timeout called. Timeout called on the field by Florida.
Timeout, Tropics.
9:30 to play in the game. We are tied.
I'll tell you what, Manfoot's been all over the place tonight.
It's been a great pickup for Florida. The MASL has a new podcast. We invite you to join host Craig Elston as he talks to the players, officials, and coaches from across the league and takes you behind the scenes of the MASL. So be sure to check out the website, maslsoccer.com, to listen to past episodes, and to subscribe to the official MASL podcast hosted by Craig Elston, who is the play-by-play voice of the San Diego Sockers. I love the way he says, Craig Chimes. Craig Chimes. Craig Elston. He's
Look at
one
the
of best
fans
ones.
doing a little kung fu fighting. Oh, he's doing the floss.
And the floss and the kung fu fighting. All right, so Florida breaks their huddle. Look at that, they got Comets gear on.
Kids are having a good time, huh?
For sure.
Love to see the smiling faces. JD snuck up in the booth. Jeff Davis gave us a little smack in the back of the head.
Former attack player, former defender of the year, JD.
Big
Davis.
Thunder.
The left foot.
Oh, my gosh.
Soup bone.
Could he hit that thing? He never met a shot that he didn't like.
On the right foot? That was just to hold him up, right?
It's called a kickstand. Dangerous restart here.
Claire behind the ball. And Luis Birche coming onto the field, too. Here's Claire. Claire shoots, and that went off his teammate Braithwaite. Not a real good organized play there by the Trops. Good defense by Kansas City.
It happens, you know, Nick. You try to draw something up, and just for some reason, you know, they set up different. And
Antonio Manfoot coming in, and Manfoot, his drive goes across the goal mouth. Braithwaite will kick it back to the half line. Pereiras. Over to Manfoot. Antonio Manfoot, the Cleveland, Ohio native. 6-year vet with Syracuse. Also played Rio Grande Valley last year. Started this year in St. Louis. Now in a trade playing for Florida. Here's Braithwaite with a long drive. That one had some knuckler action. There been boombasso from beyond the yellow line from Braithwaite.
did you say knuckler action?
Yes, some knuckler action.
Is
on
that
that
something related to nuclear? Or, I mean, wow.
Well, the pace that comes off his foot, a little nuclear. 8:20 left to play in the game. We are still tied at 4. Here's Pereiras. His drive blocked by the Comets. Now over to Reyes. Down to Manfoot. Manfoot tripped up. Comets get the ball back. Now Kyle Williams picking it up. Stops on the half line. He's taken down. No call. And Florida back with it. Florida kicks it out of bounds. And it's going to stay with the Trops. It goes off of Kansas City.
Yeah, I think it deflected off one of our guys.
No.
Williams, I think.
Gotcha. No argument from the Comets, who are now on defense. Out there for the Trops. It's Ruiz.
Nick, my phone is blowing up about Gundam Style. I mean, it is like they want it. They want this to be a every game occurrence. I think we can get a sponsor from a chiropractor.
Here's Manfoot into the corner, still moving forward, and then kicked away by Sandovari of the Comets. Coming up on 7 minutes to play. Changes for Florida. Claire goes off. They press it inside the Kansas City yellow line. Comets kick it away, but Arico holds it in for the Trops. Boy, Florida has had the possession here over the last 5 minutes. Here's a shot. No good. Manfoot shoots. Save is Saxby. Oh, my. What a chance there by Antonio Manfoot and the Tropics. Good thing Saxby got his hands up. That one could have been right off the grill. And now Stokic is out there, and a penalty is coming up against Rafa Alves. Comets are going the power play again.
How about that being your first shift out there? And you get, I mean, media timeout here.
All right, we'll come back with the power play. 6:31 left to play in the game. Kansas City 4, Florida 4 on 11 Sports. Now those kids there have the moves.
Oh, what about the sunglasses?
Well, again, they have the moves. Me, on the other hand,
no.
not so much.
Here we go.
Comets on the power play. We are tied at 4. But again, Florida, very good penalty-killing team. 75% coming into this game, and they've killed 2 Comet power plays so far tonight. Here's a drive by Rodriguez, and that one just over the glass, out of bounds.
I'd like to see a little bit more patience there, Nick, as they try to get Leo. Leo did come back out. He wasn't on there for a while, and so I'm glad he's not injured.
Stokic came on for him for a little while, and then Stokic, of course, drew the penalty against Rafa Alves, who went in there with a really hard tackle and got called for the penalty. Saxby kicks it to the center circle, headed back in towards the Comet side. Sosa tries to settle it, headed up to Togba. Togba chops down Fibo Arriga, and Kansas City will have to defend the restart here.
Togba's played well tonight, Nick.
That's his second foul of the half. Anthony Arrigo will just kick it back inside the Comets' last third. 1 minute and 18 seconds left on the advantage to the Comets. 5:46 left to play in the game. We are running out of time, folks. We are deadlocked at 4. It's been that way since the end of the second quarter. Now Sosa. Sosa to Gibson. Back to Sosa. Now Gibson hits it just to the right.
One thing to consider, and I don't know if coach will do it, but sometimes you like to regroup and get some fresh legs. You know, get Leo and those guys a little break and call a timeout here and regroup, but he's going to roll with it.
Leo out front again with another chance, and that one, again, just barely wide to the right. Florida coming back the other way with it, and it rolls on into Saxby. Lucas out with it. 30 seconds on the advantage for the Comets. Can the Tropics kill a third Comet power play? Sosa front and center with it to Leo. Leo trying to do something with it, and it's kicked away. Boy, good defensive play there by Anthony Arrigo. He goes down, ball fought for on the far side, and finally a foul, and now a yellow card is coming up. That's going to go against the coach, Clay Roberts, maybe.
Something was said over there. When you hear an instant loud whistle and the card comes out, yeah, something.
He said the magic words, didn't he?
Oh, yeah. Fire trucker. Oh, yeah. Coach.
He wasn't selling vacuums,
no,
was he?
Not at all.
Yellow card on Coach Clay Roberts for dissent.
Yeah, dissent.
And so who's going to go over and serve it? If they've already got a player over there, that might be Luis Birche over there serving it.
But look at this, though. This is perfect. Let's Florida organize, right?
Yep.
I mean, he took one for the team.
Looks like they're going to put let's see here. They're going to put Boateng. I think they're going to put Boateng in the no.
Hey, very smart play here. Florida's playing a little naive to this, but they're all getting organized.
That's what they're doing here.
Oh, yeah. And look at Silva's asking. Everybody's asking questions. Who's going in? It's all it is delaying the time to get organized.
All right, so they got there's two Florida players in the penalty box with one yellow card. Maybe there was more than one we don't know about. All right, 7 seconds on the advantage. 5 seconds. Oh, one is in there for the penalty, of course. And yeah, and it's Rafa Alves. And he should be coming out of the penalty box now, and here he comes. Comets, here's Gibson. Gibson shoots, and that one just wide to the left. Now both teams to even strength. 4 minutes and 20 seconds left to play. Oh, Perez tried to redirect the pass by Sosa in there. Missed it. Sosa tracking back for the Comets.
Both teams got to be careful with the changes, Nick. Coming off a power play, coming off a penalty killing, making sure they have fresh legs and nobody gets caught. Because you'd hate you get a bad goal here either way.
Sosa, they'll play it over to Nacho Flores. He will go off, and Matingu will come back on. Here is Gibson, the second leading scorer in the MASL. Gibson through the box. looking to get it to Ramon Palmer. Braithwaite tried to play it out. Comets track back and gather it in. Gibson goes out, goes off, and James comes on for him. 3 minutes, 3.5 to play in the game. We're tied at 4. Ball pinballing around in the Tropics right wing corner. Foul called against the Tropics. Comets will have it just inside the Florida yellow line. Nacho will trigger the restart. Here's Nacho, back to Ramon. Now back to Nacho. Nacho will try the corner, and Matingu. Matingu plays it back to Nacho. Nacho front and center for Perez. Now Perez, left side, Ramon Palmer into the middle of Adam James. Adam James still there, out wide to Matingu, shoots, the ball still loose. Down on another shot, saved by Silva.
Sorry, Nick. I think I just smacked Nick in the head.
Now Matingu, he shoots, ding dong off the crossbar. Oh, Margaret. 2:45 to play. Wild action here on Sports Shake Field. Matingu floats it forward. Silva snares it out of the air. Now 2.5 to play. Barreras out wide to Clark, shoots. Oh, that one just wide. Here's Ruiz going against Togba. Correction, that's Pereiras. Now Arriga. Arriga shoots. That one deflected wide. Boy, Matt, I tell you, these two teams, and specifically Florida, how about the effort from the Tropics? 2 minutes to play in the game. We're tied at 4. Here's to Leo Gibson. Leo pulls it back. Leo front and center trying to take on 2 players, and they take it away. Here comes Ruiz. Ruiz on the center circle, 1:39 to play in the game. Up to Clark. Then away from the goal. Sorry, Claire, Matt Claire. I don't know why I'm calling him Clark. $1:23 to play. Now to Dieguez. Away from the goal. Now Arriga to Claire. Back to Arriga. 1 minute, 9 seconds left. Now they'll try the right side. Tropics with possession of the ball. 1 minute to play in the game. We're tied at 4. Comets out shooting Florida 31-19. But the game tied. We have not had a goal since the second quarter. Here is Matt Claire. Claire forward. And then back to Claire. Now right side, Pereiras. Now back to Claire, 37 seconds left. Dieguez tries to turn and shoot, stuffed by the Comets. Kicked away from the goal, held in by Rafa Alves. Claire. Pereiras. Comets. Defensively, 21 seconds left. Florida still with it. They've had it for the last 90 seconds. 17 seconds left. Silva into the corner. Comets get a couple of touches on it. Claire is there. Now Kyle Williams. Kyle Williams trying to go around a defender. Kyle Williams taken down. Is there any call? There is a penalty with 3 seconds left to play in the game. Oh my. Tripping called against Florida. Alves is going to go back into the penalty box. Kyle Williams with a good move to get around him and then takes Williams down from behind.
Nick, shootout.
Oh, and they're going to award the Comets a shootout. Oh my goodness. 3.4 seconds left in the game. It'll be Gibson versus Silva. Holy cow, this is going to be exciting. Silva's had an unbelievable game. Leo has been held scoreless. What will happen here?
The clock will start when the ball is touched.
So, as you heard there, the clock will start once Leo touches the ball. 3.4 seconds left. .4 seconds left in the game. A shootout has been awarded to the Comets after a penalty is called against Rafa Alves.
Ron Corey and Brian Martin are going to sort this out, Nick, but last man back, and
Kyle Williams, there was nobody between Kyle Williams and Hugo Silva, and Rafa came in from behind and took him down. So,
and you know what? He never complained about it.
Nope.
MASL rules dictate on a shootout, at least 5 seconds must be remaining on the clock, so the clock will be set to 5 seconds.
Okay.
They're pulling all the rules out tonight.
Oh my gosh, so 5, so there's been time added to the clock. Here we go.
Watch the speed of the Comets too. Remember they did this earlier in the year. They passed it. Watch Williams come out of the gate here.
Look for Anthony Grant down the left side. There's the whistle. He shoots and he scores! Leo Gibson scores on the shootout. It's 5-4.
What an amazing ending.
Oh my! What a game!
Leo was held scoreless. Here goes the touch. He has a touch, and he puts it in the corner. That's about the only thing Silva hasn't saved tonight.
I know it, and the ball just barely missed his foot. Silva's been awesome tonight.
And Leo was held scoreless.
Yeah.
That keeps his point streak alive.
Certainly does. Gibson, his lone goal this evening. There is 2.5 seconds left on the clock. Comets 5, Tropics 4.
Nick, it's going to be interesting here. I'll tell you what, I think I would just hit it. See if you can get a deflection, see if you can get a handball. I'm surprised they don't have 2 guys in the wall here, because they don't have enough time to get the group down. Somebody's going to thump it.
Long drive. Matingu kicks it long. Horn sounds, and that's it. What a game with the Comets and Tropics. Oh, my.
Wow.
Haven't seen one like that in a while, Schwabi.
No, and you know,
oh, my
I'll tell you right
goodness.
now, I mean, it's like the ending was, all of a sudden you're going to end with 3 seconds left. You get a penalty shootout.
The tension was so thick you could cut it with a knife in the 4th quarter. Oh, my. Once again, here's a look at the shootout goal. Schwabi, take us through this here.
Oh, what a touch by Leo here. Pops it up, and he sets it up, and he knew where he was going all along.
He wasn't going to wait for Anthony. Now, as you mentioned, last time they did that, Anthony ran at full speed down, and Gibson stopped short and laid it off to him.
But you're always risking, too, that you run out of time. One thing, Nick, I'd say right now, the Tropics I know they got a loss, but the effort was unbelievable tonight.
Hold that thought. Let's check in with the head coach of the Tropics, Clay Roberts. Jeff?
All right, I'm down on the field with Coach Clay Roberts. Coach, tough battle, disappointing result in the end. What can you take with you to the next game?
Look, I'm proud of our guys. You know, we stuck to a game plan and, you know, was there till the final seconds. And Leo Gibson steps up for a free kick like that. He's probably going to score that. So you got to tip your hat to a great player. But very proud of our team. You know, we just got to keep building off of what we have and know that was an effort that we're proud of. And that's soccer sometimes.
All right, safe travels home. Thank you. Back to
Yeah, that's exactly, Coach. Yeah, good, Schwabi.
I think the game plan was to get their legs underneath them. They did a great job. I'll tell you what, they didn't get the result here, but you have to, if they play like that consistently night in and night out, you might see the Florida get on a little roll here.
And what would a win like this do for a Comet team who has been battling some inconsistencies?
Well, I just think, you know, at 4-4, back and forth. Entertaining game, but nobody scored. But good team defense.
All right, let's go to Leo Gibson. He's with Jeff Houston. He had the game winner today.
Leo, what was going through your mind on that last shot?
Well, I mean, I knew I had to put it away. Kind of focused on the spot and just waited for, it was all about timing.
It was a tough battle, no scores in the second half until that last one. What was going through your mind through the whole third and all the way through the fourth quarter?
Well, to be honest, it was a little bit disappointing. I thought we could have done a lot better job. I mean, you know, we were fresh. These guys played last night. We should have played a better game. But you know, these things happen, and all that matters is finding ways to win. And we were able to stick in there and finally pull it off.
All right, that's the important thing, getting a win. Now you can take that to St. Louis next weekend. All right, thanks. Back to you.
All right, Jeff, thanks. Jeff with the hero, Leo Gibson, who got the game winner tonight. Let's go to break here, and when we come back, we'll wrap it up. Comets victorious here at home, 5-4 over the Florida Tropics.
When Domino's is out for delivery, use Domino's new dinner bell to get the family home.
Sorry. 8 atoms of hydrogen. You're never going to use this anyway. I gotta go.
Ring the dinner bell and they'll come running for their mix and match favorites. Choose any 2 or more like bread twists, specialty chicken, pizza, or salads for only $5.99 each.
Are you suffering from ongoing aches and pains? Did you get a little too ambitious enjoying your favorite activities? Don't live in pain. Contact Select Physical Therapy for relief today. From our individualized treatment plans and convenient hours to a highly trained and compassionate clinical team, Select Physical Therapy is your only choice for physical therapy, hand therapy, sports medicine, and work health services. Your healing can start today. Schedule an appointment at one of our convenient locations at selectphysicaltherapy.com or call 800-770-6682.
A purposeful life is the inspiration and foundation of MNU. It's more than getting a better job. It's becoming a better person. The Christ-centered, student-centered culture at MNU will leave you transformed. Our professional and graduate degree programs will challenge and inspire you to become the person you always knew you were meant to be. Learn, grow, and earn your degree at MNU, a school that shares your values and your passion. MNU, purposefully different.
All right, we're here going to wrap it up. Comets victorious 5-4 over the Tropics on a shootout goal with less than 5 seconds left to play. Can you believe that call from Brian Martin? Can you believe he called that?
I
called a shootout?
Hold on. Correct call, but I'm talking about gorillas. I mean, I was like, he wouldn't, he didn't, he did.
He did. That took some stones to call that one.
Oh, gorilla stones.
All right. Comets' next home game is going to be Saturday, February 9th. Saturday, February 16th when they host the Milwaukee Wave. And the next home game for Florida will be on Saturday, February 16th when they host the Orlando Seawolves. For our entire Silverstein Ice Centers crew and my broadcast partner, Jim Schwab, I'm Nick Vassos. Thanks for watching and good night from Independence.